Hello, my second grade friends, and welcome to today's math lesson. Today we're going to be starting chapter 7, which deals with money and time. And so we are going to be starting with lesson 7.1, which is dimes, nickels, and pennies. And today in this lesson, what we're going to be learning and what we're going to be, actually the essential question that we're going to be answering and asking ourselves is, how do you find the total value of a group of dimes, nickels, and pennies? So basically what that's saying is I have a bunch of different coins. I have some dimes, I have some nickels, I have some pennies. How do we find out how much money I have when it comes to a certain number of each coin? So like, let's say I have like 3 dimes, 5 nickels, 7 pennies. We're going to find out how much money that all equals when you add it up.
Well, hi, friends. I just found a bunch of coins on the bridge. I think somebody dropped them. I wonder how much money there is. Click the coins and let's take a closer look. Let's see. These 3 coins are alike. There's also another set of 3 coins that are alike. What do you think these coins are worth? I don't know. I think we need to know the value of each coin before we can find the total value of all of them. You want to help? All right. Let's learn more about these coins and how much they're worth.
All right, so let's continue on and we'll find out how much each coin is worth.
Here are 3 different types of coins. This coin is a penny. Coins have 2 sides. This is the front side of the penny. And this is the back of the penny. Here's the front and back of a nickel. A nickel is larger than a penny. Here's the front and back of a dime. A dime is the smallest of these 3 types of coins. Now that we've named these coins, let's do a sorting activity with some of them. Here's a group that has all 3 types of coins. Let's put all the pennies into this circle. Which of the coins are pennies? When you're ready, click the coins to find out.
All right, so first it wants us to find the pennies. So the pennies are very simple. The pennies are the coins that kind of look brown. The correct term is copper. They're made out of copper. So a way that you might understand it is that they would be the brown coins. So all the pennies are the brown ones. So I'm just going to click.
3 of the coins are pennies. Now all the pennies are together in one group. We'll put nickels into this circle. Which of the remaining coins are nickels?
All right, so now we have some coins. Both of them are silver, or like a grayish color. We call that silver. And so remember, nickels are the bigger coins compared to the dimes. So dimes are smaller than nickels. So in this case, it's asking us for the nickels, so I'm going to click on the coin that's bigger.
Now all the nickels are together. That means the rest of the coins are dimes. Put the dimes in the last circle.
All right, and so again, dimes are the smallest ones, and that's really all we have left here. So these are dimes, and they're going to go in the dimes part.
All the coins have been sorted. You have a group of pennies, a group of nickels, and a group of dimes.
All right, so we're going to move on.
A penny is worth 1 cent. There are different ways to write this value. You can use the word cent, or you can use the cent sign. Both ways show 1 cent. Now let's look at the next coin. A nickel has a value of 5 cents. So 1 nickel has the same value as 5 pennies. Now look at the dime. A dime is worth 10 cents. It has the same value as 10 pennies. Here's a penny, a nickel, and a dime. Drag each coin to the box that matches its value. Check your work when you're done.
All right, so the first box says 1 cent. So remember, pennies, which are the copper coins, they represent 1 cent. So we're gonna put the pennies in there. Now 5 cents. Now this is kind of tricky because the coin that equals 5 cents is actually going to be bigger than the coin that is worth 10 cents. So even though a dime is worth 10 cents, it's actually a smaller coin than the nickel, which is worth 5 cents. But anyway, so a nickel is worth 5 cents. It's bigger than a dime, so that way I know that this one right here is the correct one. So the nickel is going to go there. And then lastly, the dime is going to go here. Now, before we check our answers, I just wanted to kind of go back to something that she said. So she said the lady on the video said that if you take 5 pennies, that's the same as 1 nickel. And this is something that we're going to be learning about a little bit later as we go on to this chapter. So I don't want to confuse you too much right now. But again, 5 pennies would be the same value as 1 nickel. 2 nickels would be the same value as a dime, right? Because if we have 2 nickels, that's 5 cents and 5 cents. 5 plus 5 is 10. So if something is worth 10 cents, you can either pay with 2 nickels, you can pay with 1 dime, or you can pay with 10 pennies, right? Because again, pennies are 1 cent. So 10 pennies would also equal 10 cents. So there's different ways that you can use coins to get the same value. So like I said, sometimes you can take some nickels and it'll be the same thing as dimes. So again, 2 nickels is going to be the same value as 1 dime. Okay? So just something to think about as we move on to this chapter. Let's check our answers.
Great job! A penny has a value of 1 cent. A nickel has a value of 5 cents. And a dime has a value of 10 cents.
All right, so good job. We're going to move on.
When you count a group of coins, you count the number of cents. So you count a group of pennies by ones because each penny is worth 1 cent.
All right, so let's click on that.
1 cent, 2 cents, 3 cents. The total value of the 3 pennies is 3 cents. Since nickels have a value of 5 cents, you count nickels by fives. 5 cents, 10 cents, 15 cents. The total value of the 3 nickels is 15 cents. Dimes have a value of 10 cents. How would you count the 3 dimes to find the total value?
So remember, we would say it's giving us options here. So we wouldn't count by ones, right? Because that's what we do with pennies. Dimes, because dimes are worth 10 each, we're going to count by tens. So 10, 20, 30.
Excellent! Since each dime is worth 10 cents, you count the dimes by tens. 10 cents, 20 cents, 30 cents. 3 dimes have a total value of 30 cents. Here's another row of coins. There's more than one type of coin in this row. How would you count these coins?
Let's see.
Count the dimes by tens. Then count on the nickels by fives. Then count on the pennies by ones. You started with the value of the coin on the left and counted on the value of each coin in the row. What's the total value of this group of coins?
So remember, so they're counting each coin. So first we see some dimes. So we go 10, 20, but then it changes to nickels. So then we're going to go from 20 and we're going to count on by fives. So 25, 30, 35, and then we see some pennies. So we're just going to add ones to the 35. So 35, 36, 37. So our total value is 37 cents.
Excellent! The total value of 2 dimes, 3 nickels, and 2 pennies is 37 cents. What's the total value of this group of coins?
So again, 10, 20, 30, then we go to nickels, 35, 40. So our answer is 40 cents.
You're right. The total value of 3 dimes and 2 nickels is 40 cents.
All right, so good job with that.
Now let's practice with the personal math trainer.
All right, so let's do that. All right, so Maggie had 5 nickels. She gave 2 nickels to her sister. What is the total value of the nickels that Maggie has now? So remember, nickels are worth 5, right? And she had 5, but then she gave 2 to her sister. So how many does she have now? Well, 5 minus 2 is 3, right? So she has 3 nickels, and because nickels are 5 each, we're going to count by 5s 3 times. So 5, 10, 15. So the answer is she has 15 cents.
You did it!
Nice. And then we're going to go on to the next one. Select the 2 models that show 55 cents. So let's count them. So we have some dimes and nickels here. So 10, 20, 30, 35. That wouldn't work. 10, 20, 35, 40. Oh, I'm sorry. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. And then we have a nickel, which is 5, so 55. So B is an option. We have C, 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55. So this is also an option. Okay? And then we have 10, 15, 20, 25. So D wouldn't work. So our options, our correct answers are B and C.
Excellent!
So it's just really important that you just kind of make sure you know the difference between a dime and nickel. Those are probably the 2 hardest. Pennies are very easy, again, because they're brown and they're made of copper, so you can tell that they're brown. And those you can just count by 1. So 1, 2, 3, all the way up, right? So the really hard part and the most important part right now is to remember the difference between dimes and nickels. So dimes are the smaller ones, but they're worth more than the nickel. Nickels are worth 5, dimes are worth 10. Dimes are smaller, nickels are bigger. Okay? All right, so with that, it is
now
now
try
going...
your homework on your own with the personal math trainer. It includes the exercise you saw at the beginning of the lesson.
All right, so this is your chance now to go on to Think Central, and you can complete the assignment for 7.1, dimes, nickels, and pennies. If you need a little bit more extra practice and you want me to kind of go through some more examples with you, just check out the video next to this one, and I'll go through the Smart Notebook slides, and we can do that together and give you a little bit more examples before you go on and do the assignment. But if you feel like you're ready for it, you can definitely go on to Think Central, sign on, make sure you put WPS before your username. Your password is your Google password. Make sure it starts with a capital letter. And you may do the 7.1 assignment on Think Central whenever you are ready. Okay, boys and girls? Thank you so much. Have a great day.